Welcome back, guys and girls. Well, today's video is just a short little hack that I wanted to show you. Out here working on the old early 60s Ford 4000 tractor, and it has some issues. As you can see, we have the hood off. Number one, it's leaking antifreeze right there. So I'm gonna try to put some sealer in it sometime, and if that doesn't work, then we need to pull the gas tank off and we're gonna have to solder it. Other thing is the water pump is making noise. It's not loose, it doesn't leak, but it's starting to make noise, so that's going to be a project soon. The power steering pump, found out it's pretty much shot. So I'm going to be looking into that. But really, today, what the project was is the old brush hog. And when I say old, I mean old. This is the old tow type. They do their job, but most people don't like them because you cannot back them up very easily on a tractor. It's just a short turning radius, and they jackknife real easy. This is an old Mono brand. Let's see, it's upside down. So this is an old Mono manufacturing. There is your number right there. These were made in Springfield, Missouri, not too far from here. And if you can find one of these, they are better than nothing. I mean, honestly, they work, they do the job. Obviously, you got the tires. That screw back there adjusts and moves the tires up and down. That's how you adjust your height. But the main issue was we're losing oil on this thing from basically one use to the next. And so I jacked it up in the air with the loader. And of course, as always, you find stuff like this and wire. Okay, this is the reason why I don't like leaving this stuff lay around. You know, it gets caught up in things. So thankfully the seal wasn't completely roasted. I took the gearbox apart and it still had some oil in it, but it is leaking down, and if we don't do something about it, it'll get worse. These things are notorious for being difficult to get the disc off underneath, and so instead of tearing it all apart right now and trying to find a seal for it, since this seal is still holding a little bit of oil, like I said, it still had oil in it, but it had leaked about half of the oil down since we used it a couple weeks ago. And I think he only used it a couple of hours, if that much. So it is leaking, but not like just pouring out. So now comes the hack. So an old trick on gearboxes like this that leaked but didn't leak, you know, just pouring it out, is you pack them full of grease. And so I use this, what is called winter grade. Winter grade grease is not nearly as thick as normal grease that you would use, like axle grease and stuff. And it's a gray. This might even be some lithium in it, I'm not sure. I've had this stuff for years. But anyway, now comes the hack. So you take this cap, you trim this outer edge off so that it looks like this, like a cup. You take the cup and you put it in with the angle forward. You put it in the back like that. Now, it kind of looks like a caulking tube, right? You pop the top, and you take an old handle or something, and you just put that up in your gearbox, and you push all of that grease out, and it gets damn near all of it out. And then what you can do is take your handle and just kind of run it around the inside, and you take that grease out and you grease your PTO shaft, or you grease something else with it. So you use damn near every bit of grease you can get out of here. So this has 2 tubes of grease in it. I'll show you a picture of what it looked like before I put the front cover back on. And then we're going to top it off with gear oil. And so it's not going to be straight oil or straight grease. It's going to mix together. That will keep this gearbox running, and it won't leak out that seal near as easily. So anyway, guys, that's one of the old school hacks that the old timers used to tell us about. Keep this old equipment running and keep it, you know, in use. So thanks for watching, guys.